Should broke men be dating? Hmm. The answer to that question always causes controversy, and that is because different people have different opinions. It's a sensitive subject, I get it, but we need to tell ourselves the truth. As far as I am concerned, broke men have no business dating. Oh, yes, I said so. We need to tell ourselves the truth, sometimes, if not all the time. Stick around to the end of this video and you will have all the reasons why I am saying that broke men shouldn't be dating. The whole idea of dating is to share happiness with someone, to complement them and make their life more meaningful. So if you're going to cause someone so much pain just because they are dating you, then what is the point? You don't want to be the reason why someone is regretting why they are in a relationship in the first place. It's a no for me. So my name is Chris and you're welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already and turn on the notification so that you will be one of the first people to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready, I am ready. So let's dive into it. The first reason why I think broke men shouldn't be dating is that money will always be a problem. You see, whether we like it or not, money is needed in almost every area of our life. Okay? The only thing we don't need money for is to breathe. Yeah, the air is free. We can breathe as much as we want. We don't have to pay for it. But can we say the same for other things? Anyone who is truly independent would agree with me that money is needed in everything. You have bills to pay, you have commitments, you have responsibilities, and you need money to do all of these things. When you're in a relationship, these responsibilities don't go away. They are still there. If anything, they become even more because you are now two people together. So if you had one responsibility before, being together, you have two. And it's a man's world. And as a man, you are required to take up the bills, at least most of the bills. So what happens when you're dating someone, a woman especially, and you can't take up the bills? What is going to happen? Who is going to take up the bills? There's a popular saying that there's no romance without finance. That statement couldn't be truer because to make things happen in a relationship, you need money. The romantic getaways, the outings, the dinners, the picnics, you name it. You need money to do all those things. The moment you don't have money, it's all cancelled. You become handicapped. The relationship will not be spicy. It will not be interesting because there will be no fun. To have fun, you need money, whether you like it or not. So for a man to actually create romance in a relationship, he needs money. And money is something that broke guys don't have. Where is he supposed to get the money from? You can't give what you don't have. So if you're going to date a broke guy, it means that your relationship will be without any romance. It will just be both of you all by yourselves. And trust me, that is not a very good place to be. So any guy who wants to go into a relationship and have a fun relationship has to make money. As a matter of fact, that is something that he should do before even thinking about going into a relationship. I mean, how can you be thinking about dating someone when you haven't sorted yourself out financially? You probably haven't even provided all your needs. How can you provide someone else's needs? It's not possible. Any man who is dating while broke is doing himself a lot of disservice, trust me. It is because he will not be happy and the woman he's dating will not be happy either. There will just be two people tolerating each other and managing life. A relationship shouldn't be managed. It should be fun, okay? If you're a broke man looking to date someone, I tell you what, you need to think about it again because your broke self has nothing much to offer. Go make some money. The second reason why broke men shouldn't be dating is that they are insecure. Insecurity is as a result of a feeling of inadequacy, a feeling of not being enough. And that insecurity affects the whole relationship because everything that his girlfriend or his woman does is taken the wrong way. When she does this, he's thinking, oh, she's doing it because I don't have money. When she does that, he's thinking, oh, she's doing that because I don't have money. Ordinarily, these things wouldn't be a problem. This would be things that would be overlooked. But because there's a problem of not feeling enough, not feeling adequate, it becomes a problem. And it feels like the girl has to constantly massage his ego for his lack of money. Everything is a problem. When she's going out, he's thinking, oh, she's going to be with this guy or that guy. When she's hanging out with her friends, he's thinking, who is coming to talk to her? Who is she seeing behind my back? All that isn't necessary. It's all because he doesn't have money. And a man who is insecure is anything but fun because his insecurity will always come to play. You better brazen up for the constant accusations. He is going to accuse you of having something to do with every guy that passes by because he's thinking that that guy can give you what he cannot give you. And he will project his insecurities on you because that is his own way of dealing with it. That is his own coping mechanism. I mean, what better way to make himself feel better but to rub it in your face that all you're interested in is a man who has money. Remember, that is something he doesn't have. So any rich guy is a threat to him. You better not associate with any rich guys because he is going to drag you for it. He's going to insult you and abuse you emotionally just because he isn't rich, just because he is broke. This guy might genuinely love you, might genuinely care about you, but he cannot help the way that he feels. If only he would have money, trust me, those things that you guys are always fighting about will not be a problem. They won't be a problem at all because he would have money to do certain things that he needs to do for you. But since money is not there, he will constantly feel insecure about not having money. The third reason why broke guys shouldn't be dating is that they will constantly transfer their financial frustrations to their partner. So before you go date that broke guy, you better be ready to receive all his frustrations. He's going to pour it all on you. You are going to be the reason why he doesn't have money. You are going to be the reason why nothing is working out for him. Oh yes, it is never going to be his fault because as far as he is concerned, he is doing his best. He has done everything that he needs to do. But for some reason, the money isn't coming. So the easiest thing for him to do is to blame someone for it. And that person is going to be you. I know you want to enjoy your relationship. You want to have fun. You want to talk with this person. You want to share ideas with this person, share beautiful moments with this person. But his lack of money will constantly get in the way. It will, because there's nothing to be happy about when a guy doesn't have money. As a man, I can tell you for a fact that when men don't have money, we are not happy. Yes, you can say that it's wrong to tie our happiness to financial stuff, to material things, but that is the fact. It is what it is. What is there to be happy about when there is no money to do the things that you need to do? Why should you be excited? And I understand why a broke guy should be unhappy. I do, trust me, but what I have a problem with is the fact that he will transfer his frustrations to his partner. And that is wrong. Nobody deserves that. It is not your partner's fault that you don't have money. It is not. And because your partner is trying to be the good person, they will take it all, stand by you, stick with you through thick and thin. But if you weren't dating anyone, trust me, you would have no one to transfer your frustrations to because nobody would take it. because they don't owe you anything. So if you try it, they will give it back to you. If you're going to date that broke guy, honestly, you have to be ready to stomach all the nonsense that he's going to throw your way, even when it's not your fault, okay? He will be constantly unhappy, frustrated, he will be moody, touchy. In the real sense, it has nothing to do with you, but because he has to express those emotions, he will channel everything to you. He will pour everything on you. So you will constantly be walking on eggshells because you don't want to trigger him. And there's only so much you can do not to trigger him, because he will get triggered at the slightest opportunity. Just seeing your face alone could get him angry. Seriously. Even though it's not your fault, yes, you're beautiful and all of that, but he's getting angry because you are reminding him of the fact that he doesn't have money to take care of you. So you guys will always be fighting about one thing or another. Every day, every fight. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not worth it. Why stomach all of that in the first place? Why do you have to endure all of that? You'll be doing yourself a whole lot of good by staying away from that broke guy, because you won't have to deal with all his drama. I tell you, when that guy makes money and he continues dating, all that drama won't be in the picture, because he'll be more comfortable and confident of himself. So there'll be no need to cause unnecessary drama. So if you don't want to be constantly fighting, you're better off without a broke guy in your life, okay? And if you're a broke guy yourself, don't be fighting with somebody over something that is not their fault, okay? So do them a favor and leave them alone, at least for now, until you make some money, okay? We're still talking about why broke men should not be dating, and the fourth reason why a broke man should have no business being in a relationship is that he cannot take charge. So, men generally love to take charge. When a man cannot take charge when he's supposed to, it's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. There are certain things that a man is expected to do in a relationship, all right? He's supposed to be the man in the relationship, and being the man comes with responsibilities. And taking up those responsibilities to a very large extent involve having money. So when a broke guy doesn't have money to do stuff with, there's a problem. He will not be happy with himself. He will be sad. He will feel like a failure. Yes. So why can't he just save himself the trouble by staying away from relationships? It's as simple as that. Nobody is saying that he shouldn't date for the rest of his life. No. He just needs to take some time to sort out his finances. It sucks to not take charge in a relationship as a man. It sucks to be powerless. It sucks to just be there. You know, like you're useless, because that's what it is. A man who cannot shoulder some responsibilities in a relationship is useless. What is the point? Not being able to take charge will mess up with his sense. It will mess up with his head, and he will begin to throw tantrums. He will begin to take it out on everybody, not just his partner, but everybody around him. He will be embarrassed about things that he shouldn't be embarrassed about. So as a man, your girlfriend needs some money to probably make her hair, and you don't have the money to give to her. Naturally, you'll feel bad. You'll feel like a failure, because this is something that ordinarily you should be able to do. You know it. You know that you could have done this thing, but now you can't do it because you can't afford it. You don't have the money. And you will constantly be unhappy. You'll be sad. A sad person doesn't have happiness to give. A man who is always unhappy will make his partner feel bad. He will make his partner's life unbearable, because unhappiness is all he has. So what is the point really? Don't set yourself up for failure, okay? You can avoid these things. You can avoid all these things by just staying on your own, at least for now, until you have some money to take charge, to take up your responsibilities. It's as simple as that. I feel like we put ourselves under so much pressure sometimes by ourselves. We use our own hands to orchestrate our downfall. I mean, why should you be in a relationship where you're supposed to take up certain responsibilities when you know that you don't have the means to do those things? So advise yourself, okay? Even if nobody's going to advise you, use your head. Advise yourself. You'll be doing yourself a whole lot of good by staying away from dating for now until you make some money that will give you the power and the confidence to rise up to the occasion, to stand up when your mates are standing up, to do the things that you're supposed to do, okay? Don't give anybody the opportunity to insult you or to look down on you just because you can't take up certain responsibilities that you're supposed to take up. It is what it is. It's either you have the money to do these things or you don't have it. And for now, you don't have the money, so why can't you just be honest to yourself and advise yourself? There is time for everything in life. When you have money, when you make money, then you can begin to do these things. You can begin to have as many relationships as you want to, because then you'll be able to take charge, to take full responsibility of the things that you need to do. The fifth reason why broke men shouldn't be dating is that they are overly needy and clingy. So naturally, when people are lacking in one area, they will try to compensate for it in another area. Broke men try to compensate for their lack of money with emotional availability. They are there for you. They're there when you need them, even when you don't need them. And to be honest, that is a good thing. Every man should be there for his woman, right? But it becomes a problem when it is too much, when it is overboard. The right amount of emotional attachment is what is needed to make any relationship thrive. Giving too much of it is a problem. And because this guy doesn't have the money to throw around to get you the things that you need, he will suffocate you with so much love that breathing will be a problem. And by being overly emotionally available, he would want to control your life. He would want to know who you're hanging out with, why you're hanging out with them, and when you're hanging out with them. He would literally want to keep a tab on your life, monitoring every step that you take. And that is a problem, because in as much as people want to be in a relationship and share their lives with their partners, at the end of the day, they are still individuals. This person still has their own life to live. They need some space. There have to be boundaries. Otherwise, you're just going to suffocate them to death. Broke guys have so much time on their hands that all they are thinking about is you, and you. While their mates are out there making money, working hard to make money, they are sitting down thinking about you all day. And once they are thinking about you all day, they will constantly be in your face, always calling you, texting you, asking you some silly questions like, have you eaten? Come on. What kind of question is that? Isn't she supposed to eat? Isn't that like a necessity? It's all because they have so much time. They don't have anything to do. You're all they're thinking about. And if you're not careful, it could lead to an obsession. That guy will become so obsessed with you that if things don't work out as planned, he could do something crazy. All right? Being needy is unattractive. It is, because you begin to become a burden to that person. A guy who has a job or a business to run won't have so much time on his hands. He will be busy doing productive things and not suffocating someone with love and attention. I mean, what is the essence of all that love and attention when there's no money? Is she supposed to go to the market and buy stuff with love? Is she supposed to go to the mall or travel around the world with love and attention? No. At the end of the day, she needs money to do things, okay? So keep your love, your attention, all of that to yourself until you have some money to give to her, okay? When you have money and you combine your money with love and attention, then the relationship will be sweet, it will be enjoyable. Until that happens, all you're going to be doing to her is suffocating her with too much love, too much emotions. She doesn't need all of that, okay? It is so unattractive. As a girl, you need to be careful because if you're stuck with a broke man, he could take charge of your life. His neediness will begin to weigh you down because you'll feel responsible for his condition. Yes, you feel like it's your fault. You want to save him. You're not a savior, okay? You need to drop that savior complex. You can't save any man. He has to save himself by sorting his finances out himself. All right? So until he makes that money, all that love and attention you're getting aren't so good for you because in the long run, they're going to be too much. And too much of everything is bad. The sixth reason why broke men shouldn't be dating is that they always feel disrespected. You see, the truth is, money commands respect. Yes, if you don't have money in this life, a lot of people are not going to respect you. People are moved by what they see. They are moved by what money can do, how much money you're giving to them, how you're using your money to make life easier for them. When you walk into the room and you throw some money around, people get happy. And when people are happy with you, they will respect you. But a broke guy doesn't have money to give. So a lot of people will not be willing to respect him. If you're dating a broke guy, I can assure you that most of your family members will not respect him. Most of your friends will not respect him either. The people around you will not respect him because he doesn't have money. What can he do for them? How can he make their lives better? He can't. So in their heads, they're thinking, why should we respect him? So what that means is that when you guys step out, he's going to be getting a lot of disrespect. And you can't blame the people. If there's nothing for them to benefit, then what's the point? And because he's broke, he understands why he's not getting the respect. He knows that if he had money, all those people disrespecting him would respect him. And he will always feel bad about it. Always feel bad. And even when he tries to demand respect, he's not going to get it. And that will make him feel mad. He will feel so terrible. And he will take it out on you. Broke people always feel the need to demand respect. They always want to be respected. And that's their insecurity speaking. They know that people will not naturally respect them because they don't have money. So they try to take it by force. Oh, you must respect me. Every little thing is seen as a sign of disrespect. Something that would ordinarily be overlooked becomes disrespectful. And you, the partner, you're not exempted because every little thing that you do to them will be seen as a sign of disrespect. And when a man constantly feels disrespected, trust me, there will be no peace because everybody will be his enemy. His enemy who doesn't respect him, including you. Oh yes, so you don't need all that drama. When there's money, disrespect is reduced to the barest minimum. So you need to save yourself all that heartache, okay? You can't constantly be fighting with everybody because when you're dating a broke guy, what will happen is you will always be fighting with your family and your friends over why they are not respecting him. And when you start fighting with everybody around you, trust me, you will not be so happy because there will be so much negative energy around you. You need more than one man to truly enjoy life, to truly be happy in life. You want to be in a relationship that everyone around you is happy about. That way it is more fun and merrier. And it's not about seeking validation. No, it's about doing what is right, okay? Because when you're with a man that can take up his responsibilities, life is easier and better. The seventh reason why broke men shouldn't be dating is that the relationship will be boring. Oh yes, boring. Money makes the world go around. Money makes things happen. When there's money in a relationship, every day will be fun day. There will always be one fun activity or another to be done. When you want to go out, you need money. When you want to get stuff, you need money. In fact, you have a long list of places to go, and when there's money to go to those places, you won't even get tired. On the other hand, when you don't have money, when a guy doesn't have money to make these things happen, there will be a problem. Okay, it means that both of them will always be at home looking at each other's faces like this, and eventually they will get tired. Oh yes, they will. Yes, they could Netflix and chill, but for how long? Sooner or later, that will be tiring, okay? You need money to make a relationship exciting. If you're going to be dating a broke guy, don't expect him to perform a miracle. He cannot give you what he doesn't have. He can't. If he has to make things happen, it means that he will have to borrow money from family and friends. And that's not a good idea. How long will he continue to borrow money just to make you happy? In the long run, he's going to get into trouble. Yes, because he will be unable to pay back. Remember, he doesn't have a job, neither does he have a business. So how is he going to pay back all the money that he borrowed to make you happy? How? His reputation is at stake. He will be known as that guy that borrows money from everybody and never pays back. There's nothing wrong with borrowing money, of course. We can always have enough money all the time. But when we borrow money, it's only right that we pay back. But a broke guy will find it difficult to pay back. And stop encouraging that broke man of yours to always do things for you by borrowing money from people. Stop it. You're going to get him into trouble. And as a man, you'll be doing yourself a lot of disservice if you're going around borrowing money from people just to make a woman happy. It is not worth it. How about you just stayed on your own out of a relationship? It's not a crime, okay? It's not that difficult to do. Be single for now because you don't have the money to service a relationship. So trying to make a relationship fun and exciting by borrowing money from people is not a very good idea, okay? Two things. You either manage your boring relationship or you stay out of a relationship entirely. If you asked me, I think the latter is the best option. Staying away from a relationship for now because you can't afford it. It's as simple as that. Being broke as a guy might not be the best, but it's not a crime, okay? It becomes a crime when you're dragging someone else into your brokenness. Yes, it becomes a crime to humanity, all right? So if you're broke, the best thing you can do for yourself and for humanity is to be single, stay on your own. Sorting yourself out financially is your cross and you need to carry it. Okay, don't put the burden on a woman. She's not under any obligation to struggle with you. No, she's not. When you have yourself sorted out, then you can come to her for a relationship. That way, nobody will be stressed. That way, nobody will have to put up with your excesses just because you are broke. All right, my name is Chris and it was nice making this video for you. Take a look around my channel. I can assure you that you will find lots of interesting videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, come on, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you'll be one of the first people to be notified whenever I upload a new video.